Hi there, I care and you matter. I'm Shannon and welcome to my channel and welcome to another Stationery Sunday video. Today we're going to review a mechanical pencil. Now, first of all, hear me out. I'm not really a pencil person. However, if you've watched any of my Talk Tuesday videos as of late or my Writer Wednesday videos, you know that I'm jumping into something new. And I actually I read an article about Taylor Swift, and she uses different kinds of pens to write different kinds of songs. And so I thought, you know what? Maybe I should use pencil when writing down plot ideas or characters or so on and so forth, just writing on my fiction writing. And so, yeah, part of the problem is I have psoriatic arthritis. And so my hands are incredibly affected. And so I need to find writing tools that are easy and comfortable for me to use. And if you've been around here for any length of time, you know that the Bic Velocity, it's now called the Bic Glide, is my favorite pen, mainly because, one, I like a bold 1.6 point. I love blue, and the grip is incredibly ergonomic. Straight out of the box, it's a really big, easy to use ergonomic grip. Additionally, they offer a ultra comfort, they call, and it used to be called Atlantis, then it was called Velocity, now it's called Glide. But I'm sharing this because you can take the ink cartridge out of the actual, regular Bic Glide pen, which again is great right out of the box. But on my particularly painful days, I have swapped out the ink. I've taken out the ink out of here, which is it's always offered in black, and I hate that. They don't offer the ultra comfort grip in blue ink. So I just take the ink out of here and put it in here, and then put the black cartridge in here and give this to my husband because he doesn't care. But I gotta say that the grip on the ultra comfort incredibly is comfortable. It's beyond words. It's cushy. It's great. Can't recommend that highly enough. I'm gonna leave links to both my favorite pens, the Bic Glide as well as the Ultra Comfort. You don't get a color choice on the Ultra Comfort online on Amazon. It comes random. They offer it in a pink, a blue, and a gray. I think they call it black, but it looks gray. My favorite color is this blue. So, you can go to any retailer, Walmart, Target, and get the color that you want. But you can't go wrong either way. The grip is the same on all of them. But again, I digress. I was looking for a pencil that was going to have the same sort of grip. And so I came across this, I think it's by Sakura, Sakura, SumoGrip. Well, how can I go wrong with that, right? And so I actually ordered a 3-pack because I'm investing in this. I'm going to assume it's going to be a winner. We don't know yet because I haven't opened it, haven't tried it. You can buy, and again, link to this below as well. You can get one of these for $5.36 on Amazon, or you can do what I did and purchase a 3-pack, which brings it down just a tad little to $14.69 for 3 pencils. To me, that's not a huge investment because, well, that's less than $5 a pencil. And believe you me, there are mechanical pencils out there that are way more expensive than that. But why did I get this? Again, look at the grip. It's massive. Comfort grip pencil, ergonomically correct contour. And this comes in 3 different colors, by the way: blue, black, and clear. I went with the clear because I don't really like black, and I kind of wanted to look very different from my actual pens that I use. So pens, I will always use for journaling, for my calendars, my planner, to-do lists, things of that sort. But I've decided, because I'm trying something new here, I'm going to use pencil for writing down my writing ideas for my fiction books. So I was talking to my son the other day, who is Nate. If you've heard me talk about him in other videos, he's a chemist now, which is awesome. But he generally, like me, prefers a blue pen. He always prefers pen. But he says when he has to use a pencil, he's like, Mom, go with a 0.9 lead. Yes, it can be harder to find the lead refills, but you're going to get a real dark laydown, and it's going to jump off the page like the blue pen. So I took his advice and I went with a 0.9. However, I do believe they offer this, I think, in a 0.3. I know they have it in a 0.5. I don't know if they have it in a 0.7, but probably. But yeah, I opted for a 0.9. So let's read the back. And again, I haven't tried this yet. We're going to open it together and check it out. SumoGrip. Fingers feel more relaxed while holding the ergonomically correct triangular shaped grip of the SumoGrip pencil. Natural fit for all hand sizes. Ideal for those with carpal tunnel issues. Oh, right here. Available in 0.5, 0.7, and 0.9. Twist eraser lasts 6 times longer than the average pencil eraser. Eraser refills available. I don't really care about the eraser refills because I'm a little... surprise, surprise! I'm a little particular. I like a clean eraser if I'm going to use a pencil, mechanical or not. I don't like using the eraser on the end unless it's a Blackwing because you can replace those erasers. And I guess you can replace this too, but I like it to look clean and new. So I always use a standalone eraser. Maybe one of these days I'll do a video on those. Because when I was a graphic designer, aka illustrator, yeah, I tried a ton of erasers out. So yeah, let's dig into this because I'm really excited. We're going to see how the grip feels, and then we're going to try it in my composition notebook to see, because that's where I'm going to be doing all my writing. So let's check. I'm prolonging this as much as I can. I'm excited. It's like Christmas for me. Again, I'm trying to invest in myself, invest in my new endeavor. So let's see what this looks like. All right, first of all, I see a label. I'm not loving that. I hope that that comes off easily. Let's put the trash over there. See what I mean? It looks like is it printed on? I don't, oh, no. Yay. Okay, that makes me happy. I can take off the UPC. I don't like that. Ooh, look at that. Came off nice and clean. Now, first of all, it says it's a screw eraser, and it looks, if you use the eraser, it does look nice and long. Look at that. Okay, so I can see where you could very easily replace that. That's nice. Nice feature. It does have a clip. My hand really hurts today. My wrist really hurts. So let's see how this... Ooh, nice! I'm actually comparing it to the Comfort. What do they call this? The Ultra Comfort, which is squishy. Oh, wow. I like this grip way better than the Ultra Comfort, and I'm a fan of that. Why do I like it better? It's triangular, like the package says, which just feels good to hold. It's also quite a bit thicker. It doesn't look like it on camera, I don't think. But it's not as squishy, and it's got a little, some little ridges in there, which make it grip to the skin. Not in a bad way, in a very good way. It gives you something to hold on to. I do love that. Okay, now... drum roll, please. I have never tried a 0.9 lead. I'm just taking Nate's suggestion. So I keep a composition notebook just for trying things out, and then I rip it out. So we're going to try it in my little test notebook here. Okay. I'm hoping that I have a moderate amount of pressure when I write. I'm hoping it doesn't snap the lead, but we're going to try this out. This is the SumoGrip. Ooh. Ooh. Love. Okay, something else. I'm rubbing it to see if it smears. It must have come with pretty darn good quality lead, too, because I'm not seeing any smearing. Let's see. This is 0.9 millimeter lead. Wow. Love that. All right. I guess that my son did not steer me wrong on the 0.9 lead. I am a fan. And it did not break. Like I said, I was pressing pretty darn hard. You can see how nice and dark it is. Just out of curiosity. Let's compare it. This is the Bic Glide. 1.6 millimeter. Interesting. I would say that it looks like the stroke, the thickness of the line is actually thicker than the pen, which maybe shouldn't be surprising because the tip wears down. And that's more evident on a thicker lead than a lighter one because there's more surface space on the tip of the lead. But that doesn't bother me. What does bother me is sometimes when I write with pencil, at least, it doesn't, it's not bold enough for me. And Nate is right. The 0.9 for me is absolutely the sweet spot, I think. And I have to say that as far as, you know, someone who lives with a chronic condition, psoriatic arthritis, this grip is phenomenal. It may not be endorsed by the Arthritis Foundation, but as an arthritis sufferer, I'm endorsing it myself. And yeah, wow. Okay, I'm a fan. This is a hit. This is a runway winner for me. So if you are looking for a mechanical pencil that is sturdy, features a really good eraser. I'm not going to try that eraser. I'm going to be honest with you, but I will say it's obviously a vinyl, probably a high polymer, I think it's called, eraser. But it's a very thick, chunky eraser, has refills. But most importantly, has a really nice ergonomic grip without being, you know, ridiculously so. This, I could throw this in my pencil pouch and, you know, it's not going to take up too much room. Certainly not any more so than my favorite Sharpie highlighters. In fact, I would say, yeah, it's much smaller in diameter than a Sharpie tank style highlighter. But even if it wasn't, I mean, this little sucker so far is worth its weight in gold. Yeah, so it's a hands down winner for me. If you're looking for a good, sturdy, easy to hold, fun to use mechanical pencil, get yourself a SumoGrip mechanical pencil. Your choice. Again, they offer it in 3 different lead size, 0.5, 0.7, and 0.9. But what we tested today was the 0.9, and it was really bold, clean, lay down on the page. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you like this video. And if you want to get yourself one, don't forget, link in the description below. Until the next video, I will catch you next time, and have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.